Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Morning television is built on the unexpected. Whether it's a guest saying something unplanned, a technical glitch interrupting a segment, or a host cracking an off-script joke, viewers tune in partly because anything can happen. But on a recent episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, even longtime hosts Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos weren't prepared for their most unpredictable guest yet, a giant hawk. The majestic bird swooped down mid-show and perched directly on one of the studio's outdoor cameras, effectively blocking the live broadcast feed. The moment was unscripted, chaotic, and oddly magical, exactly the kind of thing that reminds audiences why live TV is so addictive. The unexpected visitor. It started as an ordinary morning on Live, with Ripa and Consuelos exchanging their signature blend of witty banter and relatable chatter. The couple hosts were in the middle of their opening conversation when, without warning, the camera view shifted oddly. Viewers watching at home suddenly found their TV screens filled with feathers, talons, and a piercing set of golden eyes. The culprit, a massive hawk, which had decided that the morning show's high-tech broadcast equipment made for the perfect perch. Inside the studio, Ripa gasped before bursting into laughter. Consuelos leaned forward, squinting at the monitor, and exclaimed, "Wait, is that a hawk?" On our camera, audience members erupted with cheers and gasps. The production crew scrambled to adjust shots, but the hawk had effectively hijacked the broadcast. Kelly and Mark react. True to their reputation for rolling with whatever TV throws their way, Ripa and Consuelos turned the unexpected avian interruption into pure comedy gold. "Ladies and gentlemen, meet our new co-host," Ripa quipped, gesturing toward the feathered intruder. "He doesn't talk much, but wow, those eyes are intense." Consuelos, always quick to play along, added, "This is nature. Forget celebrity guests, I think we've officially gone National Geographic this morning." The audience roared with laughter, while viewers online immediately began clipping and sharing the bizarre encounter across social media. Within minutes, hashtag Live with Kelly and Mark and hashtag Hawk Takeover were trending on X, formerly Twitter. A hawk's eye view. As technicians scrambled to work around the situation, the hawk seemed utterly unbothered by the chaos it had caused. It fluffed its feathers, swiveled its head dramatically, and blinked directly into the lens as if it knew it was the star of the show. At one point, the hawk's wingspan extended so wide that the entire camera shot was blocked. The bird even tilted its head in perfect synchronization with Ripa, who mimicked its movements from the studio in a playful game of mirror. Consuelos couldn't resist narrating in a deep, documentary-style voice. "Here, we see the majestic city hawk, drawn not to prey but to the bright lights of daytime television. Notice how he dominates his environment, and the camera feed." The audience howled with laughter, clapping along as the show leaned fully into the absurdity. The crew's quick thinking. Behind the scenes, Live's production team scrambled to maintain control of the broadcast. Multiple camera angles were quickly switched, while a handheld camera operator ran outside to capture a shot of the hawk from another perspective. Instead of cutting away, producers leaned into the moment, showing split-screen images, one side with Ripa and Consuelos in the studio, the other dominated by the hawk's intense close-up. A crew member eventually attempted to shoo the bird away, gently, so as not to provoke it, but the hawk refused to budge for several minutes. In fact, the longer it stayed, the more the audience seemed to enjoy the spontaneous guest star. Kelly's history with on-air surprises. This isn't the first time Kelly Ripa has had to handle live TV chaos. Over her decades-long career on Live, she's dealt with everything from wardrobe malfunctions to fainting audience members to A-list celebrity slip-ups. But animal-related interruptions always seem to be the most memorable. Longtime fans will recall past live episodes where animal experts brought in exotic creatures ranging from snakes to monkeys, and Ripa was often caught squealing, laughing, or even running across the stage. This time, however, the animal wasn't invited, making the hawk encounter even more surreal. "I'm just glad it wasn't a pigeon," Ripa joked. "Because then I would have run straight out of the building." Social media explodes. As soon as the hawk moment aired, fans lit up social media with memes, jokes, and praise for the host's quick reactions. One viral post featured a screenshot of the hawk staring into the lens with the caption, "When you weren't booked on the show, but you show up anyway." Another joked, "This hawk has more stage presence than half the guests on morning TV." Dozens of fan edits quickly surfaced, placing the hawk in iconic pop culture scenes, from the Bachelor rose ceremonies to Game of Thrones battle sequences. The symbolism of the moment. While it was mostly a comedic disruption, some fans online pointed out a deeper, almost poetic quality to the encounter. In many cultures, hawks symbolize vision, focus, and the ability to see the bigger picture. For Live with Kelly and Mark, a show centered on navigating daily life with humor and authenticity, the hawk's arrival felt oddly fitting. One viewer tweeted, "A hawk landing on the camera during morning TV is the universe's way of reminding us, stay alert, stay present, and laugh when life gets weird." The bird's identity. Animal experts who saw clips of the incident speculated that the hawk was likely a red-tailed hawk, one of the most common raptors in New York City. These birds are known for perching on tall buildings, lamp posts, and, apparently, TV cameras. While hawks are not uncommon in the city, it's rare for them to land in such a high-traffic area, especially in front of a live national broadcast. Wildlife groups praised the show for not panicking and allowing the hawk to safely fly away on its own, rather than attempting to forcibly remove it. Kelly and Mark keep the joke alive. By the time the hawk finally flew off, the moment had already secured its place in live history. Ripa and Consuelos promised to keep referencing their feathered visitor throughout the rest of the show. "Can we get him his own coffee mug?" Consuelos asked. "Forget a mug," Ripa shot back. "He needs his own dressing room." Later, during a cooking segment, Ripa jokingly asked the chef, "Is this recipe hawk approved?" Fans want more. By the end of the episode, the demand was clear: viewers wanted the hawk back. Some fans suggested giving the bird a recurring segment called Hawk Talk, while others pitched a new spin-off series where Kelly and Mark interact with wild city animals. One fan's viral comment summed it up best: "This hawk was the best guest in years. Book him again, no appearance fee required." Why this matters for morning TV. In an era where streaming dominates and scripted shows are meticulously polished, moments like this remind audiences of what makes live television unique. There's no retake, no edit, no do-over, just raw, real-time unpredictability. Ripa and Consuelo's ability to transform a potential production nightmare into a laugh-filled viral sensation highlights why Live has endured for decades. Their authenticity and quick humor are the secret ingredients that turn chaos into entertainment gold. Conclusion: a feathered star is born. At the end of the day, the Hawks' cameo on Live with Kelly and Mark was more than just a funny disruption. It was a reminder of the beautiful unpredictability of both nature and live TV. As Ripa signed off the show, she delivered one final line that perfectly captured the spirit of the morning.